It's your girl, Boss Lady, The Truth here. We're about to do a quick interview with the one and only Raven Kapone.
What's good? It's your boy Raven Kapone, CEO of Nightlife Records, owner, NBM, Mr. Black Management, still vice president of Cocky Club Entertainment. Was pop.
All right, Raven. It's been a minute since we talked, so we need to get caught up on a couple of things.
Get catched up.
Sorry, but yeah, we need to get caught up on a couple of things. So, I want you to tell me a little bit about what's going on, where Nightlife was, where it's at now.
Right now, Nightlife is more production.
Okay.
Than anything. My son, Runner 808, aka my son, my Sean, and my brother Vonzel, they're doing straight production, marketing, and distribution now. Where it was mostly just putting out albums, putting out records, putting out everything, and it did that. And as people know, I've had artists, and a lot of them are doing their own thing.
You want to name a few?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I don't. But so, it's still love, no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So let's talk about where Nightlife came from.
Whew, man, we done talked about this so many times, man. I'm gonna sum it up real quick. Nightlife come from the north side. My life always started at night.
We know.
And that's it. In the daytime, we did, family, whatever we did. But at nighttime, that's when our life started. So Nightlife Records with a Z, NYTELYFE. That's Nightlife. That's to sum it all up. And I tell y'all something that y'all haven't heard before.
Okay. So I want to know, how did you go from being an artist to mainly focusing on producing?
Well, it came with the business.
Right.
Like, I had no choice. I couldn't go to producers and be like, yo, here go 1,000, let me get a bundle. And then they'd be like, ooh, but then when it's time to handle that business, it was always something. So I'm gonna do it myself. That's why my first album, Ghetto Literature, came out in 2001, and Yito produced that whole thing on the keyboard that we bought from Toys R Us.
Shout out.
And we just found that CD actually, and it's fucking trash.
Well, it's good that you can have accountability on your growth.
It was. I mean, what I was saying wasn't, but the production, it was trash.
I mean,
but
we all got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, but I wish we had somebody to, help. But nobody wanted to help. Even we throw money at people, they don't want to help. So we just learn how to do shit ourselves.
So, what is more important to you, or what do you feel like is your love, artistry or production?
Oh, the artistry, because nobody could tell my story like me, and I love writing. And I've written for some artists in this motherfucking state and got paid for it. I like writing.
Right.
The production part, that's too easy. Because you could just boom, 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 and be straight. But writing, it gotta make sense. It gotta have a beginning, a middle, end. Then the storyline has to be real. Because there's a lot of fake shit that's passing nowadays. People talking about people's story. So my story is 100.
All right. So let's start talking about your story.
Where? Come on, man.
We're going to start with the beginning of the pandemic. You were a little quiet on Facebook. You were always around, but the beginning of the pandemic to now, we've seen you. And you've been going through a lot.
Okay. The beginning of the pandemic, I just got done with a California trip. Mm-hmm. Came home, had a big ass little porch party, kicked it.
I wasn't invited to.
2 days later, I was getting admitted to the hospital, and then they let me out, because I had COVID. Came home, recorded a song, quarantine. 2 days after that, I almost died on my floor in my bedroom, because I couldn't breathe. I had upper respiratory failure. So then they had to haul me back off, and then that's where I spent 10 to 14, it was about 4 days in a regular room, 6 days in the ICU, and like 3 or 4 days in recovery.
Okay.
Like, I almost checked out twice. So not being heard of and all that, this nigga almost died out this motherfucker. But before that, I was traveling. Had to go see some stuff, had to go meet some people, had to go network, I salute to Mr. Manhattan that got me that song with his dude and that Too Short sample cleared out there in Corona County out there in California. That helped out a lot out there.
Okay. So let's talk about that experience. losing your life and being a creative person, having a creative soul, that definitely puts you in a different place to create. So after everything happened, what did you start to make?
Well, when I came home from, they released me the second time, I recorded that song Crazy, because in that room, that glass room, I felt like a real hamster. Like it was, so I came home and I released that, and after that, I was like, I gotta get these projects out, because we just witnessed the world almost ended. Had to get that stuff done, and that's when the writing got more personal. You know, I wanted to tell my story because I had people around that wasn't believing what was out there, and being put on medicines and all that shit. I ain't used to that, so that was a nice little 360.
Right. So did it help you? You said 360, so that's a full circle. So did it help you start to realize certain things?
Yeah.
Did it make you have more things you wanted to get out?
Man, yeah.
What changed? What changed?
I realized that I wasn't done telling my story, and there was a lot of shit that I didn't want to say before.
Right.
But almost not being here I was like, fuck it.
Okay.
Fuck it. Y'all gonna get all of this. That's where I came up with the album Christopher.
Okay.
I was like, I want a motherfucker to know who that person was. That's why what's the first track is 1981.
Yes.
And I was like, that was just, when I wrote that track, actually, Christopher, I recorded that all in a hotel room, except for a couple songs. Yeah, I went to a hotel room and I just got busy.
Okay.
I was too distracted.
Was anybody a part of that process with you?
Make Moves with 3G Entertainment. He was a part of that a lot, and Mason Taylor on BeatStars.com.
Okay.
They played a lot of part in that, because motherfucker said, talk your shit. I was like, I just want to talk. So it bounced out.
So with your music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your voice, it's really deep. It's really deep.
Still move a crowd.
Let me handle my part. So your voice conveys different things.
Right.
And the one thing that we noticed on Christopher is that you were not only telling a story, but I feel like you were talking to people. So who were you talking to? Who was that message directed toward?
Well, remember a long time ago I said that nightlife was established off of anger. Mm-hmm. So the Christopher one was like, to the people who know me, because there was a couple people out there that tried to shit on my name and tried to make me out to be something. So I was like, I need to, y'all know who I am. Yeah, the childhood was fucked up. Yeah, the childhood was the bully game. Yeah, it was poor and all that stuff, but that lasted a smidgen. And when I went and did the Scully show, I heard somebody say something and I approached them. And they like, nah, that's not what I mean. I said, nah, but that's what you said. So that let me know, y'all motherfuckers out here talk about me. And see, we're not gonna bust no heads. I'm gonna go to the music and I'm gonna let the people know, because for some reason, if y'all talk about me, somebody else might be. I can't get mad at everybody. So let me tell what I didn't want to say before.
Okay. So that shows your growth and development.
Well, yeah, we can't.
Not being angry and busting heads.
Nah, we can't do that, man.
We've been outside of Fusion a couple nights.
Yeah, some people need that motherfucker. What did Mike Tyson say? He said, everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face. Look, she like, yeah.
Because I'm with that. But anyway.
She with the shits. Remember that, y'all? She with the shits.
All day. But so let's go to Michael. Let's talk about Michael.
Previous for this, you said a couple things. I need you to say what you said on that. We on wax now. How did you feel about Michael? And
are you interviewing me or am I interviewing you?
No, I just need to hear that because I need to ask that because you're the first person to tell me that out of all the reviews I didn't hear. I never heard that part.
Well, I don't know if it's because I know you.
No, that's fair.
Our history goes back a little bit.
Okay.
We've been around each other. You were one of the first people that started dealing with me when I first started coming around in Columbus. Remember, I wasn't from here. So I don't know necessarily if it's because, we were always cool.
Right.
But I really listened to the music and I just feel like Michael was just very personal. To know you and to know that you're not necessarily, you never hide the fact that you have a family, you never hide the fact that you have kids, but to be so open and expressing things about them, naming all of their names, describing their personalities. You know, that doesn't happen all the time with you.
Nah, and the reason, I think it was after the whole COVID situation, I think it came to the point of cherishing a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And my kids started getting closer to me since then. And my family got closer to me because, you know, my kids look at me as a superhero. So I brag about them, I mention them, but I never really involve in my music.
Right.
This time, my kids started showing more than interest. Like Dad, like my daughter Destiny, she engineered one of my songs. She said, Dad, how do I press these buttons? How do I mix? I said, well, hold on now, let's go. This, you know, I ain't gonna force it, but I'm liking where this is going.
Right.
We got Mike Sean starting to make beats, and I done got him stuff, and everybody's interested. So I was like, okay, then I started paying attention. My family started being more interested. I'm just like, all this hard work right now was because of the COVID thing.
Right. I think COVID was a good thing in a sense. Not that it was good that we had COVID. Not that it was good that all of this stuff is happening.
It brought my family definitely towards
But it was good to slow down. It was good to see people more, you know?
Being locked down was not bad.
Right.
I don't like doing shit anyway. So all I did was work on my cars and build a couple lowriders in my driveway. I'm painting cars and I'm having a ball. But Michael, you're right. It was more personal because more personal things was in front of me, and I felt I was comfortable.
Do you see that 360 though? Do you see from being in the nightlife studio, Mike was little, people was coming in and out, blast pulling up, loud in fur coats, to you being able to express your love through your music and be very intimate with people?
Well, remember back then too, I had a lot to prove to a lot of people. So I couldn't express. It's like how are us black being raised? Show no weakness, be on defense, have a good offense, and attack. You know what I mean? So then it was like, all right, y'all, I'm gonna do this. What y'all doing over there? Are y'all wanna work with me? All right, nigga, I'm past you. I'm out of here. Like, we gonna bang on y'all. And then a little bit more humbleness was like, okay, I done passed y'all up. Y'all not doing nothing. Y'all not even making no money on this music shit. Y'all, it's just an expensive hobby for y'all. I'm over here opening up studios, clubs, back and forth, boom, boom, boom. All right, let's go. So Michael was fun. I think I recorded Michael, I think I did it in my bedroom, the whole album.
So I think you agree with me now that Michael was more intimate and personal?
I'll say that. I mean, when you said it, it threw me off because I haven't heard that. I didn't read that. Like the reviews, it was like, oh yeah, because remember, Michael is the middle part of me.
Right.
And Michael is more of what my family knows. So it was really like if you listen, like all of them make sense, and I really. But
as Michael being the middle part of you, that's holding the beginning and the end together.
Yeah.
So of course that's gonna be more.
But I wasn't expecting what you said. When you said it, I was like, oh, that was because I seen it, but I didn't hear it. You know what I mean? I was like now you got me wanting to go back and listen to my shit, like. Cause he moves listens to all my projects. He know all my. I don't know the words to most of none of them songs.
Right.
Cause I just record. Moose knows most of my music. He be calling me up and send bars. I said, where that from? That's dope. He's like, nigga's number 19. I'm like, oh, all right, man. I ain't on that.
No, you did put a lot of material out in that short period of time.
I thought I was out of here.
Did you?
Yeah, cause now I got a permanent scar from here to here, and my breathing is not cool. So, being in that room, like I said, feel like a little hamster or gerbil. When I got out of there, shit, man,
Right. So I didn't listen to anything in order how you sent it to me. I'm pulling it back up. I didn't listen to it in order. I wanted to get a feel for it.
That's okay. That's okay.
So I have a question. You have two projects, Mr. Washington and Mr. Black.
Mm-hmm.
Explain the difference.
The difference, Mr. Washington was finishing my name. See, a lot of people don't know that my real name is Christopher Michael Washington. So it was telling like my three personalities. Mm-hmm. The Mr. Washington is a little more militant than any of them. That's who I've grown into. The difference between that and Mr. Black is Mr. Black, all business.
Okay.
Like all business. That's what NBM, Mr. Black Management, all business. If it ain't got nothing to do with a dollar, we not about to have a conversation. And that's how that. But mind you, in the midst of Mr. Washington getting completed and then Mr. Black getting done, so here's a project I forgot to send you that's done, that's out everywhere. It's called the Blackout Project with me and Moves.
Okay.
And it's more up-tempo music. It's some happy shit on it. It's a more fun project. This was an experiment, and the fun side of me that part should have been kind of like on a Michael, Mr. Washington blend, but we did that. We rushed it, boom, and we put it out.
Okay.
And it actually still doing good. We have fun.
Okay.
Like if we played.
I mean, but you're a fun person.
Yeah, but it's hard to get me that way because if me and you went to the club right now, I can't be fun for at least an hour. I got to see everybody facing the club first. I got to talk to the DJ.
I'm always late, so by the time I get there, you're
right. I got to talk to the DJ, the owner, the bartender. I got to make sure I got a bottle. I got to make sure my people's got it. I got to make sure we're comfortable. Right. I can't just walk in the club because I don't know how to dance. I walk, they boogie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel me? So when I walk in the club, I make sure everything is good so my people's come and enjoy themselves.
But you're still fun though.
But nobody knows that because
I do.
Man, well you do, but
okay, so I'm somebody.
Oh my God, that's not.
No, I'm just playing. But
people look at me and be like, security. I'm like, dude, man, like I'm in have a good time too.
Yeah.
They said I could be intimidated, but sometimes when I walk in the club, I'm not smiling because I don't know what's behind them. I don't know what's going on in the club. Yeah. That's why I had open clubs and strip clubs and after because I'm like, I can set my tone. My atmosphere. That's why I stopped going to clubs. I just opened me up a club.
All right.
Then I shut it down. Like, I'm done. I'm tired.
Yeah, you will stop something real quick.
Hell yeah.
No notice.
I got shit to do.
Right. I know that.
I know that.
You will. You just stop it. Like I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm good. I have fun. But that's about being a boss.
Yeah.
You want to get it off. You want to get it off your bucket list. Do the shit and move past because that shit's exhausting too.
Oh.
That's exhausting.
You know I know.
Yeah, I know.
You know I take me a break. Because I was about to. But anyway. So, let's talk about the song. And you start shouting everybody out. You're not a big, let me shout you out.
Oh, you talking about you don't love your niggas like I do?
Yes. So, you're not big at shouting people out. I done seen you at lots of shows. I done heard your radio show. I done heard this. So, I had to listen to that song like 3 times because I'm like, I need to hear the people that he's shouting out.
You don't love your niggas like I do.
Yeah.
Moves, what's the hook? I never got the hook. Wrong phone code. Shut up. Nah, that was, I think I did that song around the time I was sick because when I was in the hospital, like it was a lot of everybody in that song like reached out and it was some encouraging shit, but it wasn't nobody like get better. It was the right call where somebody said, hey, what's your daughter number? I need to make sure she good at school. What's your mama number? I need to make sure she ain't carrying them groceries in the house by herself. And I think that's kind of where that came from. And that just made me love a lot of them niggas now. Unfortunately, my circumstances going on now, there's a lot of them niggas that's in that song that I would never say their name again.
All right, so let's move to that. So personally, yeah, I reached out to you. When you reached out to you. No, sir, you did not. Oh, I reached out to you when I seen a status.
Which status?
I got court today.
Oh yeah, I said niggas only wear these shirts for courts or funerals. Guess where I'm going?
Right.
Hashtag court.
So I thought because, I know you as the fun guy. Yeah. I thought you were joking.
Really?
A little bit. I mean, I didn't read everybody's comment. I don't like happy people.
I know,
so,
they win.
Yeah. So I didn't read their comments. I came directly to you. Mm-hmm. So we're still in the pandemic. And you're dealing with all of this. You're recovering. Yeah. You're releasing anger. You're growing. And now we're here.
Yeah, then January 15th, 2021. That's when everything started.
Right, but no. I'm talking about at the beginning of this year, not the 21.
No. I'm saying that's when it started. So I've been fighting that. So this court date that I posted
was a release.
Was a sentencing date.
Right.
So I've been.
But it was
fighting.
you releasing it to the public. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's the thing. I did it a couple times before, and nobody's paid attention because sometimes I'll post something and then I'll post a whole bunch of music shit. So it'll drop it down because I was like, I didn't really want to. But you're right. This year, the announcement came.
Right.
A little heavy. So what's the
Let's
question?
talk about
What's the question? What's the question?
I'm just.
Okay.
I want you to be able to, because we all know at the end of this, you gotta go sit down. You've been very vocal about that, right?
Yeah.
So we know when you go to sit down, everybody's gonna have their opinion. Everybody's gonna have
the numbers gonna go up, baby. Dead or in jail.
everybody's gonna have, the truth.
Right.
So
this
shout out to my show, The Truth. BossLady, The Truth.
Nice.
So I need you to tell your story and to tell your truth.
Well, my truth is, I was implicated in a multi-million-dollar conspiracy situation, and I gotta go away for a while because here in Ohio, if you know something and don't say something, you're guilty. So I gotta go sit down. The judge smacked me with a dime. I'm gonna make it do what I do. Make it come home. When I come home, I'm gonna have 2 buildings already. I'm gonna have another house designed. I got a plan. I gotta go away. I gotta go sit down. It's cool. Could have been worse. Thank God it wasn't worse.
Yeah,
so I was implicated. And I allegedly know some stuff. Oh, shit. Now, there's a lot of you motherfuckers out there won't do what I did.
And we know that's the truth.
And there's a lot of y'all out there, since you want me to talk, there's a lot of y'all out there ain't calling me. There's a lot of y'all out there owe me some money. There's a lot of y'all out there owe me some time. A lot of y'all out there owe me some conversation. A lot of y'all out there owe me probably half your fucking life. But anything you owe me, you can keep it.
Right there, one of your songs, you said, anything you owe me, you can keep it.
Mm-hmm.
How, with everything going on, the pandemic, your kids, your family, and you just see everything around you coming to a halt right now, where are you at where you have that amount of peace and poise, and to say it without anger?
Because I'm probably the only person I know that's completed all of the goals you've ever wanted to do. I have no bucket list. Now, coming from the hood, the goals and dreams aren't really that big because we trying to just get out there. But getting out there, motherfucker, having a dope-ass meal is a goal. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about the next man because what's my favorite shit moves? Nigga, 1,000 times 1,000 is 1,000,000. Mm-hmm. Then what I say in that song, have you ever counted 100, thumbed 100,000 and it wasn't luck? A lot of people don't know what shit like that mean. The new song that I got that I'm gonna send you, it said, what I put? 12 digits, split that in half. That's what I spent on my case. I'm not worried about them next motherfuckers because if I wrote down a list of the people, they know who they are, and I say go look at what they're doing right now, Carmen already is beating them up because you do right, you do right. You do wrong, you do wrong. That's a choice. So I'm not worried about nobody else. Plus, I ain't tripping. Because I already told them all. I said, y'all know I'm coming back home, right? So if you don't do what's right, that's your choice, bro. I'm cool. I'm good. I got kids. I got 6 kids, man. I got a mama, brother, and sister that love me to death. I got family. I got some friends left. My job ain't to worry about them. Make God take his time with y'all. I'm cool. I quit. The last thing I need to do right now is worry about another human being that can't even give me a kidney if I needed one. So I'm cool. So I'm at peace because I know that I'm not exempt from shit happening, so I'm good. I got shit to do, man. So.
Okay. So, what are your plans with the music? I know you got more music coming.
No, I don't.
You don't have any more music?
No, I just released Mr. Black. That's my last project.
Okay.
Like, solo project. I got a song called Hard Times that comes out on my birthday next year. I got a song I just did with Big Moose the Pro called Hold It Down. He's gonna release that on his thing. So I'm not putting out no more music other than that. Production, marketing, distribution, it's my only focus. I got my son a distribution deal. It's time to put his beats in people's hands that need some real exclusive Franklin County bangers. He produced the whole Mr. Black project, every fucking song.
Okay.
So that's a nice variety. So if anybody want beats, I'll say, we got beats, look up Runner 808. RUNNAH 808. And his tag is Runner got them 808s. He's 16, he about to be 17. He's a very good kid. We sent him to Japan to learn some shit. The nigga came home with a mind filled with business. I said, let's go. That nigga was really in Japan. The first thing we asked him was, hey, how's the food? He said, it tastes better, Dad. I'm like, all right, cool, let's get to work, man. So, yeah, him and my brother Zell just built a production studio over there at his house. Took all my stuff over there. He got his stuff. So that's where they're gonna be cooking up and everything. And they're gonna run nightlife.
Okay.
So all my distribution and marketing stuff that's online, they're gonna promote that. They're gonna pay the bots to go to try to get the shit on the billboard and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be, and so in charge of that. And they got all the passwords and everything. I said, I'm cool. I said, all I'm gonna do is check my numbers, make sure my numbers look good. They already got the PayPal accounts and cards there. I got a budget. Everybody's in play. I've been out too long and I have people in position to successfully take my company where I wanted to go. So, but artist-wise, nah, I'm cool.
So you're done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I did it. I've done it. Like I didn't make all that money off of music. I made all that money through my business, but it was fueled because of the music. I'm cool. If somebody want to do a track, we can rock. But the mindset of just, I'm about to go in the studio, nah, I'm all right. Now, who knows, years from now, a motherfucker might be like, hey, nigga, I still got it, I'm gonna burn y'all niggas. There is nobody in Ohio that can still do what I do. And I proved that, and nobody has been able to match that. In 8 hours, I made a beat, mixed it down, transferred it out, wrote a song, recorded it, mixed it down, did a photo shoot, do the graphic designs, shot a commercial, shot the video, had everything done. I did that like 4 years ago in my bedroom just to see if I could do it in 8 hours. I did all of that. Nobody can show me they can do that. So I feel like I'm not in competition with nobody because nightlife was created to be like, fuck y'all. I can do this by myself. Well, I did that. Now my son is banging. I'm done. I need to help. I need to grab some artists that need a fair shot.
Right.
Give me 5 artists with a budget. I'll match that budget when I come home. And I'll put them on top of the fucking world. Because now I have the knowledge. If I knew then what I know now, this interview would be on a rooftop somewhere. Now we'd be like, we about to go on this helicopter. Because I got the information and I'm not gonna die with it. So I gotta give it to somebody. So that's where I'm at.
So, Raven.
Yes, Liz. Oh shit, guy. Come
No,
on,
I'm
man.
trying to be serious.
This is where it's about to go sideways.
No,
I can
it's
feel it now.
not.
Who you fucking?
No, that's not my business.
It was a joke, nigga.
No, I'm just saying,
Go ahead,
that's
go
how
ahead.
rumors get started. We already
Nigga,
got
fucking
issues
rumor has the
going
source,
on. They scared.
I know.
So scary.
Hey, such and such. You like, tell him, talk to me. Oh, he busy. Yeah.
You know.
But go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you, like on a serious note. You say you're done with the artistry. We're still in the pandemic. Things are winding down for you. Mm-hmm. You're getting ready to go sit down. Mm-hmm. You lost some friends around the way. Mm-hmm. Your true story of you come from where you come from and you are where you are and you're still elevating. So what is some advice that you would give someone who is starting out, who's hungry, who doesn't have the support and the team behind them, and they're just out here with talent and more than just talent but ambition, and they don't even know what their goals are, they just know they want to go?
Consistency wins, no matter what you do.
Right.
Good business is very valued. good business is easy because there's motherfuckers out here that's doing bad business, so just do the opposite of what they doing. Promise it'll work. So, for the new guys, try to be original. Don't do what the next one is doing. If anything, take the game from them and flip it your way, because you can't pass a nigga if you sound like that nigga. It don't work. That's why everybody want to do the auto-tune shit, and there's nothing wrong with it. I like the sound, but I can't use it. I purposely can't use it. Did you hear my voice on auto-tune? I'm gonna sound like a dog getting ran over by a coda bus. Like, it's just gonna be fucked up. Half of the rappers now, they are singers. They're R&B singers.
Yeah.
So what's rap now? It ain't even, hip hop don't even exist no more. Because as soon as you say hip hop something, motherfuckers start talking about they conscious or they backpack. It's like, nigga, it's still the same. But anyway, everybody just want to rap and sing. All right, cool. Who's profiting off of it? Who are you passing it to? If you're willing to go to Kroger's and spend $100 on groceries and you're not negotiating that price with a coupon, why are you negotiating prices out there that can further your career? Pay the right people, get it done, or do it yourself. You can buy a whole studio right now for $350. So now your goal is, go get $350. I'll go get plasma, motherfucker, for a couple months. You'll get what you want. But my only advice is, man, consistency, man. Just, if you're gonna do it, do it. If not, stop playing. Get the fuck out of the way.
All right. Let me ask you something before we go.
Yeah, you see her. If y'all could just see her face right now, that's.
I'm not gonna ask
it's
you.
So no. Here's the thing. I don't care, but it's like a demonic smile. So I'm gonna ask.
Demonic.
Yeah, like you want to say
demonic?
something, but you fight it. It's a demonic smile.
God.
I'm like, yeah, that's a word. I bet you one of you niggas can't spell that out there.
A lot of them can't.
I know, right? Do you know the new age people are going to be so stupid? They can't even read cursive because they ain't taught cursive no more. Mm-hmm. I told my daughter's friend, I said, read that for me. She said, what's it say? I was like, can you read? She said, yeah. I said, so what's it say? She's like, that look like an R. I said, oh my God, you're going to be dumb. Like, you know, I was like, I hope your looks take you far, baby, because you're going to be fucked up.
Oh my God, don't say that to the kids. It's a little true. But it's the parents' fault.
But watch, no,
outside of school.
Watch this. It ain't even the parents' fault no more. Because if a motherfucker want to learn something, you can't say, go pick up a book. Just look at your phone.
But you can't expect someone who never knew it.
If somebody want to be...
But you got to think about it. A lot of these kids don't see anything written down. Parents don't write anything anymore. They send you a quick text.
True.
And if they're not teaching the cursive in the school, we can't fault them for not knowing. So if there's something they don't know, we should show them. And now if they don't take the knowledge from there, that's when you tell them that they're going to have an issue.
True. But it's all about the will and want to do more. You want to be professional, you want to be a boss. If you look up some boss shit, one of them things you just might see is cursive. If you don't know what it is, research it.
Right, they will.
No, but I'm just saying, that shit, man, it got to start now because after a while, it's not going to be a requirement, and then you're going to just be like, motherfucker say, let me see a signature. They going to write it in regular. You're going to be like, this nigga can't be serious. I am not about to hand you $500,000 check and you can't even give me a signature. Well, it's stupid. But I think like that because in the boss's chair, it's like you go to the doctor, you can't read that shit. That motherfucker get rich as hell. It's just all types of motivation. I just be trying to be like, hey, I look at everything. If I see a doctor driving that car, I want to. How did he get that? He ain't get that. He ain't become that professional by lacking. A lot of these motherfuckers they just skating. They be like, you're not gonna get there, bro.
Yeah.
You're just not gonna get there. It may seem cool right now because you're young, but once you start getting that age, like you're gonna miss some shit, bro. That's why it's right. The OGs got to tell these motherfuckers like, if you want it, there's nothing wrong with trying to go get that shit. It is okay. It is okay. Some of these motherfuckers be like, they take the easy way out, like, fuck it. Nobody wants to help me, I'm not gonna try. You be like, damn, where's your heart at? Like, these motherfuckers ain't got no heart to. Cause you gotta remember, we from the hood. Nobody really taught us. We seen something, we liked it, we figured it out. We may have fallen, bumped our head, but the motherfucker know that lesson. I'm 41 now. Everything I learned didn't come from no book. It came from me saying, I want to do that shit. These motherfuckers they just giving up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking for my kids. Mike is an ordained minister in Louisiana, preaching and working at McDonald's by himself. My daughter Deja graduated with honors. She about to get married, and she going to the Army to learn how to build missiles. My Sean is a producer. He working in a motherfucking movie theater, so I taught him how to fund his fucking career. Fatty, Destiny, she doing nails right now. She don't want to do them from nobody else but her squad, so her squad could be the exclusive squad. I said, go ahead, baby, ain't no money in that, but I get it. What? Mason, he in the X Games with the motorbikes and shit. That look is crazy. Then you got Ben, he just want to be Sonic right now. So I just put Sonic in front of him. Like, nigga, be Sonic, be the fastest nigga. Yeah, it might be track and field. But you're right, it starts with the parents.
It does.
I had to instill it in them so they can go further, but sometimes a motherfucker gotta want something, man.
Right.
Then that's why I come back. I dog parents, I dog kids. I'm like, if you don't have the will and want to do more than gain it, because you just can't walk around not wanting nothing. These niggas want shoes.
I mean, that's what a lot of your friends want.
Why you say my friends?
Friends.
Nah, them niggas want the shiny belt.
Oh.
I don't
In the hoochie daddy shorts.
What the fuck? All right, go ahead, man.
No, but I need to know, like, because you know Franklin County, this is our city.
I'm still the Franklin County president. I just don't say it no more.
So tell me, what's the Franklin County sound?
Oh, the Franklin County sound still exists. I'm not gonna bullshit that. I mean, there's a lot of motherfucking copycatters trying to be like the other person, but we still got our sound. And
What is our sound?
Man, our sound is funk. Our sound is the 808. Our sound is that kick. The bad part is the MC's not carrying the sound. So now it's fuck the MC now. Put them beats out there. We got our own stuff. We always have a lot of places. I found out that the California boom bap sound came actually from Ohio. They just put that West Coast flavor on it and call it a West Coast sound. So
they don't understand that.
But they don't understand it because nobody can tell them, because once you try to tell somebody that, they don't know who you're talking about. So if I tell you, oh, this person created that, they already lost interest because they're like, well, who the fuck are you talking about? So motherfucker, if you want to teach a motherfucker something, you gotta go to the baseboard.
No, what I'm saying is there's very few artists in the city that understand our sound and understand that Ohio's music influenced the West Coast.
No. Here's a funny part. They know it and they understand it, but that's not the wave, so it gets overlooked. So they just go with what's now.
Detroit.
They go with what's now.
Yeah.
If right now, if you go listen to everything on the Mr. Black album, like my son produced that. He don't listen to a lot of people's music. He just make beats. He loved Pop Smoke because that's his area. Don't Pop Smoke speak. He was feeding me. I was sitting on the moves. Like, I don't want to do that because I like it, but that's not what I want to do. We don't do that shit. I don't know.
You don't do what?
You know how they do that, man? I don't. Like, I got bad ankles. You're not about to have me doing that shit, standing on one foot drinking. That's stupid as hell. But our sound is dope, and it don't get overlooked. It's just not the way. That's what they call it. It's not the way. But let a motherfucker like me put it in enough motherfuckers' ears, then people say, okay, I get it. But nobody's doing that because nobody loves music no more. They just want to check. So once we get that saying the money's gonna come, but you gotta be patient, they're gonna go for whatever's gonna get. They're popping right now.
So when did you fall in love with hip hop?
I'm from 18th and Cleveland. I didn't know nothing about hip hop. All I knew was rap.
Rap falls under
No. It doesn't.
Hip hop is the culture.
Hip hop.
Rap is the subculture. I don't want to school you.
No, watch this. Hip hop back in the day we was young was the boom bap, was the breaking, was the break dancing, was the LL Cool J's, was the party, the up tempo shit. I didn't grow up hearing. I didn't know none of that. I didn't know who those people was. I was listening to Brother Lynch, Top Authority, Rated R, motherfuckers like that, for the mind state of the gangsterness part. Like I never liked NWA. That shit was whack to me. Like the beats was cool, but that shit was whack. To this day, I don't listen to that shit. But put on some Spice One shit. Yeah, nigga. Because that was a mind state we had to listen to on the north side before we had to go put in work. We couldn't be listening to some happy dance music that'd have you thinking about some bitches if we gotta go beat some niggas up at the Northland Mall movie theater.
Okay, so maybe
that's why. But that's why.
Well, maybe me and you have a different understanding because I grew up.
I know the hip hop is right.
But I grew up overseas, right? Mm-hmm. So hip hop is what tied me to to my family, to America, because I didn't know anything about America, but I knew hip hop.
But hip hop back then, that was the introduction of what hip hop was.
But
right?
what I did, all I listened to was East Coast music, so I didn't even listen to West Coast music. I was a lot of New York and all of that. So when I think of hip hop, I think of the culture. I think of everything that encompasses what we do, because what our lifestyle is hip hop.
Right.
Our fashion, the way we speak, the jewelry. You know what I mean?
And I get that, but watch this. Back in the day, hip hop was only East Coast. They had that title. That's where it came from.
But no, hip hop
here in Ohio, we had R&B. That's all we had. When rap came out, from where we're from, hip hop was what came out. Rapping is what you did.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So, in order to be a rapper, you have to understand. You have to have a moment where you are like, this is what I'm going to be. This is my lifestyle. So that means you have to love hip hop.
Nah, I disagree, because rapping, hip hop is a movement that people was following. Rapping. No gangster rap.
But that's another.
No gangster was our release. What I'm saying is, I get what you're saying, but we didn't know that. But
I'm asking you when you knew it, because everything that you do, from having the nightlife, from having the label, from the production, from the jewelry, from the way you talk to your persona, is hip hop. So, with that being said, when did you say, this is what I'm going to do? This is how I'm going to eat?
Shit, I don't know, because this wasn't putting food on the table, and this was only to tell a story, and it was get back. It was anger and aggression. It was get back. There was no, I'm making a song for the ladies. There was no, it was a therapy to bang. So I honestly can't answer that, because I know I like I said it in that one interview. I was like I never liked East Coast music because we wasn't accustomed to it. But let's put on some Ozzy Brothers. A most gangster nigga have that motherfucking strap on them and be dancing and be like protecting their family. We grew up different. There, it was East Coast. It was fucked up where they was at. But remember, in New York, predominantly they had the boroughs and they all right here, right? And all of them was motherfucking different.
Right.
So when the hip hop and all that shit came out, these niggas was spray painting and dancing and knives and flipping and shit. We like, the fuck is that? The fuck is they doing? That's some corny shit. I'm beating your ass, nigga. Don't come here dancing. Like, cause a nigga come dancing, who do they take? The bitches. Cause the bitches like the niggas dancing. So we beat them niggas up. But we was young. So that was an excuse to get in trouble, to be honest. The whole hip hop shit, that's hip hop shit. That's why I said the thing. I'm a rapper. I rap to this day. It was to get my therapy out. It's a part of it. I'm gonna give it the credit.
Right.
But you'll never, like, to be a hip hop fan of the actual hip hop word, you gotta know the information of where that came from and everything. I don't know who the fuck first nigga was to spin a record. I've been told, but it's not knowledge that I obtained. I don't know who the first nigga was to rock a crowd, unless you play that one song. Something, rock, like I didn't know who Kumo D was until Will Smith came out with the movie Wild Wild West.
That's very interesting to me to hear.
It wasn't released to us because the cassettes that was on the north side was Brother Lynch hung. That's not hip hop at all. That shit is fucked up. Listen to that shit now. Guess what daddy bring you home for supper? Nigga, nuts and guts and slabs of human meat, motherfucker. Now eat. Cause daddy's working hard for you, killer. Killer's been around every day. That's why I'm hard on you, nigga. That shit we was listening to. I don't know. Mama said knock you out. I couldn't tell you a bar from that bitch.
So that's just very interesting to me to hear someone who is an artist who's so involved in the culture not to know the moment that they knew they were going to be in the culture forever.
Oh yeah, that definitely. I never knew that because, like I said, it didn't start off where it was like, I'm a fan. No, it ain't like I'm a fan of hip hop. This is what I want to do. I want to rap. That wasn't the case. It was the case if you looked at one interview, it was the dad hitting you on your head with a hammer and beating you up, and nobody wants to listen to you. So you learn how to rhyme and to tell your story. That's the only way people will listen if you rap.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that you've been doing it since 2001. We're in 2022.
Yeah.
That's such a long time.
It's a long time and I've conquered it.
It's just
But the knowledge of it, everybody doesn't. Just like right now, a lot of people don't attain the knowledge because nobody is saying that that's important to know.
Right.
Some people don't see that that's important to know. Some people's like, I don't give a fuck. That knowing that ain't paying my bills. Them niggas ain't putting me. You know, motherfuckers are stubborn. And when it's not introduced to you, sometimes you just don't know. Like, I tried to birth a DJ here, the DJ mixtapes and stuff and albums that go back to the vinyl and everything. Them motherfuckers super dope, but had no interest in further going, and so it became less interest. Now, if they would have took the interest, now to put them out there the right way, another motherfucker would have learned that. Another person say this is important. DJs are important. Now DJs aren't even important no more, and that's weird. DJs are not important. They not breaking nobody's records no more. You can pay them all the money you want. All they see is $1. So everything is politics. So when you talk about hip hop, yeah, it's cool, but the reality is it doesn't exist.
Well, that's why I wrote that. I don't know if you remember years ago, I said the ugly side of hip hop, and I wrote a letter to it, and we did a show about it. And yeah, money has messed it up, but there's still a beauty to it. That's just me.
Yeah. No. It's cool, but you gotta also remember too, when the money seemed more important than the bar, that's when hip hop died. That's why it's there, but it's not in the leadership role no more. That's why it's broken down into all these watered down names, but you got to give credit to it. Why can't that be that? And then everything else is under the umbrella. Nobody wants to give hip hop that word. The leader, they want to say, "Oh, this hip hop." Oh no, but this is EDM. You be like, but that's just another form. Okay, fuck it, just take it. Now that overweighs that because now this is hip and new. This is what everybody doing. This is what the club's making money off of. This is how everybody popping. And nobody gives credit to where it needs to go because people don't know. And nobody's going to teach them that it's important to know. Like, I know it's important, but that's not what strived me to go where I went. Down that lane.
That's interesting to me. Interesting. So, Raven, we're going to wrap this up because, you know, we'll go for another 2 hours.
Ain't been that long.
It's been over hours.
That's how we do. We talk, we laugh, nigga get serious. This is a fucking movie, man.
Right.
Oh yeah, this gonna look and sound good. You know what I mean? If we got everything, B.
I think so. He been moving around.
Okay. It's all good though.
So, all right, Raven. I want you to say. You know, this is emotional.
Oh my God! I knew she was gonna say it. She was in my inbox like, she said, "Nigga, why you leaving?" I'm like,
Raven, don't act like that.
You didn't say it?
Don't start that.
Did you say yes or no?
Did I say what?
Why are you leaving? Why you gotta leave? This hurts me.
I didn't say it like that. I said.
It's okay. I love you too.
Say it again. Say it again. You know, he started years ago. He started drama on Facebook. Years ago.
Facebook first came out.
He started so much
I'm the reason social
drama.
media is bad.
And this fool was going around saying he was my baby daddy. I ain't even got no kids.
No, listen. That
so then everybody
that
started
was a drunken
talking.
misunderstanding. I was like, "That's my baby mom." Niggas like, "Hold on." Then they go ask her instead of ask me. I'm like, "That's some sucker shit anyway."
Right, and so I'm looking confused, like, what? But I did, since we wrapping up the interview, I did. When I saw your post, at first I thought you was kind of joking. Then I seen you came back and you put another post up, and I was like, let me hit him up. So I hit you up. You know, and the whole time we've been talking for the last couple months, I've been telling you all the time how much it just hurts. Because you a real one. And
I appreciate that because there's a lot of people that ain't said that at all or even came close to even saying shit like that. Yeah. That's why when Nick White, he did my review and made that little commercial last week, he said a word that I just been waiting to hear. He said, I consider him a legend in my city, Raven Kapone. I said, that's all I want. Right. I like really, that's all I want. Because I put in all my bios at the end of it, it says, before I die, I will be a legend. Right. What I tell Moose, when they smacked me and I told them what's going on, I said, I'm not worried about nothing else. I just don't want nothing that I've done to be wiped away and forgotten. That's all I care about. Because everything else going to do what it do. I don't want to be forgotten. I work too fucking hard to do what I've done. And I don't want it just to... I don't want to be treated like a nigga who died on Tuesday, they mourn you till Sunday, and then only celebrate you on your birthday.
Right.
I don't want to be that guy, and that's the only fear I have is to be forgotten.
But I don't think that you'll be forgotten, Raven. You put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
And you love the North Side.
Comes North Side, got the graveyard tatted on my back.
The North Side love you.
Yeah, they do. I fuck with the North Side. The East Side do too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna. You know what? All
East
sides.
Side all day, baby.
Listen. Ain't no bullshit. All sides of town fuck with me because I made a lot of money on all sides of town. I help people make money on sides of town just with clubs, shows, events, and when I got to realize that, I thought that was like later on thinking about it, like that was cool.
But anyway, Raven, I want you to wrap this up.
Boom.
And I want you to say your goodbye.
Oh no.
He said, "Well, you'll see you later."
This is all I'm gonna say. Y'all know what it is. One of my mom's favorite sayings in the movie Gladiator. You know what I'm saying? He said, "I'm gonna see you again. Not yet."